Hi, welcome to JETBREED Advanced All-in-One School Management Portal. Today, we're going to be talking about our CBT, computer-based testing. We have never seen a matchable competitor, a competitor that has matched us in this our capacity. A whole lot of pride in this area. Okay, so now I'm going to be showing you something. Look at over here. You will see that we have extra mode. CBT extra mode, you can see that. So now I'm just going to open this on a new tab, this CBT extra mode. So we have, look at that, what we have here. We have the setup, the publishing of the CBT, the performance analysis, and of course the CBT publisher. So let me just show you what the CBT setup looks like over here. I will click and open on a new tab. Okay, so we have something like this. All right, now the extra mode, take note of something before we move further. We have the extra mode, which is the all-in-one place for you to set any subject you want to set. But we also have the school mode down here. Look at the school mode. Are you seeing the school mode? The school mode also has the same functionalities. You can see that. Okay, I just want to open this extra mode first of all to show us something. The school model means that all the subjects you have in the school is covered, and all the terms of the school is also covered. All the subjects and all the terms are all covered. All right, so now look at this. I will show you a little bit of difference. Over here you could see that we can set our questions. Look at questions running down. This is CBT setup. Okay, look at questions running down. You can see we have up to 101 questions here. Is that 101 questions? Okay, 102 questions here. You can see that. Okay, so you can have as many questions as you want, in their thousands, in their millions, of course. Yes, as you keep setting, they keep piling up. They keep piling up. These are questions. The person that set the question, if the staff is well registered, you can see the staff's picture we're showing here. These are question numbers. These are the question. This is answer. I want us to also go over to the CBT school model type, so you can see. Over here, you don't have to select the class you're setting the CBT for. Take note of that. You just have to set the CBT because it's a dynamic and general CBT kind of. Okay, but now we have the one we call the school model. Now look at how it goes. I'm going to click this open. Okay, over here, let me click on the same setup. Remember, I clicked setup on the other side, so I'm going to open this on a new tab as well. All right, so you can see that it takes us to this place, and you have to choose the class where you're going to. Now we want to use JS class to do some kind of demo for today, so I'm going to click on JS class. Okay, you could see that. So you can see the difference between the generic, that is the extra mode, and the school model. The school model has to take you through this selection up here. Look at the school mode here. Let me go. This is the top part of the school mode. You can see I've scrolled up to the top. There's no need for you to select class because it's a general kind of CBT. You can use this for your JAM. You can use this for your entrance exam. You can use this for your WAEC. Okay, you can just allow the SS3 guys to be using this. Okay, but look at this. Even in your school model, look at what we have here. You have the first term, you have the first term, you have the second term, you have the third term, you have the third term mid final, you have the third term final, you have the third term mid half. So that means you have up to four. You have 4 terms here. Are you seeing that? You have 4 terms here, meaning that you can just focus on your school curriculum for all the subjects in first term, all the subjects in second term, all the subjects in third term, and then in third term you can set up external exams there. Okay, like still JAM and all of that. Let's say now this is SS class that we're working on over here, and they do their normal CBT for all their subjects for the first, second, and third term mid half. On the third term final, you can prepare all the JAM questions and all the WAEC questions here. I seen that because schools are actually using this for their OBJ. They don't write OBJ again on paper. Schools write their OBJs with CBT now, and this is your top-notch technology to begin to incline your school towards ICT. Now we have done this selection, so you have to select this. Look at what here looks like. All your subjects were covered. All your subjects were covered. If you want more subjects to be added, we add them for you. Okay, all your classes were covered. All your classes. Now remember, we are within the JSS class range. That's JSS class range as you selected. If you want to change the range of your selection, you can come over here You can see that. We have the play group to nursery, we have the primary 1 to primary 2 6, we have JSS 1 to 3, and we have SS 1 to 3. And of course, as I explained here, you can still use the school model to set up your extracurriculum exams using one of the final term, using this third term final, because most schools, of course, your convention is to run 3 terms basically. Okay, and even if you don't want to use this, or you have 4 terms running in your school, you can actually move over to the extra mode for CBT, where we have that you can set up your CBT straightforward. Okay, now having understood this, you are here to set up your CBT. Now look at the questions down here. You can see all the questions down here. We have how many questions? 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 questions here. All right, take note of that. We have 4 questions here. 4 questions. Okay, now 4 questions, but 2. How many marks are here? We have 2 marks. Are you seeing 2 marks? You can see we gave 2 marks there. We gave 2 marks here. All right. So let me bring it back to normal. So we gave 2 marks there. All right. So all of them has got 2 marks. 2 marks. Got 2 marks here. So I'm showing these 2 marks so that you will see what it will turn later up to. And this is 4 questions. This is 4 questions. Now, for benefit of doubt, let me also, you can see that what our answers look like. Take note of this. We have what is a noun. Noun is a name of a person. So what is a pronoun? So let me quickly populate these questions down there. Let's say I'm making this also what is a noun this time around. What is a noun? And this I will say what is. Now, like, okay, I'm going to show you something quickly. This is questions I've already set that I'm updating. This is a question I've already said that I'm updating. So here I'm going to say what is a verb. Okay, what is a verb? Over here I'm going to say what is an adverb. All right, so that's the questions now. Okay, the answers are still not well aligned. You can see I just typed jargons there. Okay, I just typed jargons there. Okay, but I'm going to show you something quickly. So when you've done that, any update you click will update everything there. So I click one of these updates to update the changes I made now. Okay, we can see that update signal there. All right, so now I want to add one more question to this. So that would be what is an adjective? What is an adjective? Okay, so I'm going to take let's say answer 1. Answer 1, answer 2, answer 3, answer 4. In fact, for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to place an image here. So I'm just going to pick one of the students' face here, just for quick study. Let me pick. I'm just going to do this nice. Let's take this guy. It looks cool. So when you pick a picture, you will see the file loading here. It will load up and show you the picture you selected. See that? Okay, so all you now need is make sure this is the answer. Your answer is A. I want to leave all the answers to A so that we can use it to test something we want to test. Okay, then I'm going to give a mark to this guy. Let me give him 2 again. So I'm giving this 2 so that you remember when the result comes up. Now, the question you said have not been pulled down here. This is still question number 4. So I'm going to click submit to submit this question now. Submit. Okay, you can see that question number 5 has appeared, and this is the guy. What is? I'll see that. So answer 1, answer 2, answer 3, answer 4. Question is still A. The mark we gave it, and this is the picture we loaded. Perhaps you're writing like biology. You have to pull the pictures of the biology with the questions that go along with them. It's a nice CBT, it's a nice one, very nice one. You do not have competitors here. After certain questions, you can still go ahead and update the question. These are questions that was set before now, if you notice that, because this number 5, we just set it just now. We just set this question, we just put in this question number 5 just now, okay? But these other ones were here when we came. So, but the answers are looking so fictitious, you know. So let's just give them just the way we say them: answer 1, answer 2. So we're going to start that here so that we look neat when we begin to view the question from the student's end. Okay, answer 2, answer 3, and answer 4. Just like that. All right. So this last one. All right. Take note that your answers are A here, A here, A here, so that on the student side, if we fail any questions, we know we failed the question. Okay, so all the answers are A. So we are going to be choosing A as answers here. A, all of them A. If you choose any other answer that is not A, it's going to be a fail. Okay, so another way to put in pictures is to just go ahead, download the picture from here, upload the picture from here, all right, and then use this same syntax here. This same syntax here. Where's the syntax? Look at the syntax here. Use the same syntax and pull in the name of that picture. Are you seeing that now? So let's say that this picture now is already available in the database. So I can use that syntax over there. Let me copy this syntax and come down here. I can use that syntax and come down here, push it into this place, and click it. You see, I've submitted this syntax inside here. You can see that. Syntax has been submitted. All I need now is to click. If I click update, this image will appear here. It will pull into this question. Let's say I'm using the same picture for 2 questions. So I say update. The update sign will come up and the picture will show. Are you seeing that now? So over here, let me pull in one picture here. Okay, I'm gonna click on choose file. So we're using let me use this guy. It looks cool. All right, take note of this place. You can see Sunny. All right, all you need now is to say upload. You will get a feedback that is about to take it in. Wow, file successfully uploaded. So you say okay. Yeah, I forgot to tell you something. All you need is to know the name of the picture. So I'm quickly going to open to the place of that picture. So the name of that picture was Sunny, and you can see it is a JPG file. Sunny JPG. So that means sunny.jpg. What does that mean? If I come over to where we are, if I want to pull this picture that I've just downloaded from here, okay, I've just uploaded from here, all I need to do is come over here. Let's say these other guys have pictures, but this one doesn't have picture. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to come over here with that same syntax. Remember the syntax we're using. That's directly path here. Look at the directly path here. Okay, let me show you that clearly. So this is the directory path. But this directory path, I copy it, all right, and I come down here. I'll push that inside here. I'll push that inside here. Okay, then I will now call up sunny.jpg. Look at that. Let me open it up. You see that? This is the way to do it. Once you've done this, click on update. I click on my update and see what happens. The update will show here and watch. Okay, you see that? Sunny has shown up. So these are the 2 ways you can pull an image in your question. All right, you can pull directly when you are creating the question. I seen that you can pull directly when you're creating the question, or you can finish creating your questions and begin to target the very questions you want to upload pictures into by uploading the picture and coming to the very questions and using this method over here to put in the pictures there. So very simple. Okay, now I think we are kind of done, but only this guy does not have a picture. Okay, so let's leave this guy to question number 1. not to have a picture, at least so that we know that without picture, the question still looks good on the other side of the student's view. All right, so now we are done. Now remember this, let me show you something quickly before we go after here. You must click one of the update buttons below as your final task on leaving before the page. That's the reason for this, okay? So just abide by it. All you need is to click update in case you forgot to click, or maybe you did not remember to click. So I'm just clicking update. You can see that update here. You see the signal. That's the last thing you do here. So when you're done with that, come over to this school model again. The next thing you're going to do is to publish this exam. So you can go ahead, set all the exams for all the subjects you want to set. All right, now set all the exams. You want to set English. All right, you set English, you want to set maths, you set maths, you want to set, or you can just click on them and begin to set them. Choose the class for that and begin to set for that very subject. Okay, and for the which term you're setting this exam for. Okay, setting this subject exam for. That is all you need to do. You can set all your questions. Now, after questions have been set, there's something I want to show you quickly. First of all, let's go to the CBT publisher board. Before we go to publish, of course, you need to publish. But then, let me show you something about the CBT publisher board. I will right click and open this on a new tab. So our tab is loading over here. So it opens this way. Okay, so you have to still go to the class to what are we trying to do? We are trying to ensure that all the subjects that have been set is showing up. Let's say you are an admin, you want to check exams that have been set up. This is where to go for and check the nature of those exams. Now remember that here you are seeing setup status not updated. We need to do something about this. But first of all, let us go to the publish the very exam we just set up. So over here on the school model, you click that to open up. Now let's open the publish because this CBT we set up now, we need to publish it. Let's open link on another tab. Okay, we are here now, so we still go to the class JSS1. Okay, so we are right here now. You can see that. So let me tell you what's happening here. All right, here these are already selected because the session is on the other side as well. So, but if they're not selected, make sure you have selected them. All right, so now down here you can see it's telling you that this CBT has been written by someone. That's not a problem, just for you to know that someone has written this CBT. And before we leave this page, I'll show you why this is showing. Okay, but for now, this is where I want you to focus on. This is where I want you to focus on. So questions, total question, remember it was 5. So it will show you 5 here. So you cannot edit this very, space. So it's automatic. The number of questions you set there is what will show you here. Remember it was 4 the time we came there, but now we added one more there, it became 5. So it's 5 questions automatically updated here. Okay, now this is English JSS1, remember, and it was first time, you remember, right? And we have JSS1 as well. Now this JSS1 is you that will give this code. It's an access code. Okay, if you put this code, that will be the code the students will use to access this exam, because they can be anywhere in the world. You can set this exam and ask people from anywhere in the world to take it. So, but everybody cannot just log in and begin to write the exam. No, they have to be given a code, access code, to be able to enter the exam. And this is the access code. Are you seeing that? So the status says still showing is showing is published. Remember on our board over here, let me show you the board quickly. It's showing that it is published, right? So it's also published here. Okay, so if you want to unpublish this, you unpublish it by clicking this and going down here and click on unpublish. All right, so but you don't want to publish this, let it be published so that people can write the exam. All right, here you want it to be serial play mode. That's question comes one after the other, question 1, question 2, question 3. If you want to change this to random mode, you can take random mode, you can take advanced random. Okay, so you can test this later. All right, so now, but today let's still focus on the serial mode. Now again, if you are not in this class, you will not be able to take this subject. If you're not offering English, you will not be able to take this subject. If you're not in JSS1, you cannot be able to take this subject. All right, so you have to be assigned the subjects to be able to take them. That is also a rule here. But in extra mode, anybody can take it because it's a general exam. Are you seeing that now? So you can see how unique our CBT is. All right, so if you have made all your changes, okay, let's make one change here. Let's say the percentage quota of this exam is 20, so that students will know that this CBT will fetch them 20 marks out of their 100 marks. You do that here, 20 marks. And over here, you wish to show students that they are going to write this exam for maybe, let's say, 40 minutes. Remember, this duration is a minute, so if you put 40 here, it means the exam will start in 40, will end by 40 minutes. It will take 40 minutes to elapse. So once you finish updating everything you want to update here, you click on push publish now. You will see this publish signal showing you that you have successfully published this exam. Okay, now, so when we come back to this publisher board, look at the changes that have taken place. All right, I see changes that have taken place. Look at it, these two guys, published and updated. Everything is normalized now. Are you seeing that now? This is showing you that you have properly updated this exam and you have properly published it. Look at the duration. Remember, it was 400 before. Sorry, it's now 40 minutes. Duration is 40 minutes now. Percentage gain, it was 10% before. We are almost done and we are about ready to write this exam. Let me check. I think that is all. But now, before we move, let me show you something on this performance analysis. So I'm going to click on performance analysis because after the exams, you'll be able to see students' performances. So remember what I told you about performances. So I'm going to choose my class. I want to check the students that have written this exam. I click on JSS 1, JSS class range. All right, that opens up. Are you seeing that now? So look at this. Someone had taken this exam, scored 0. The details are here. The region number is here. Are you seeing that now? Others can continue to take this exam, but this student particularly will not be able to write this particular exam again. This particular exam cannot be written by the student again. Now we can go ahead and view the test analysis of the student and see why she scored 0. Let's see. So here now you can see she scored 0 over 10. Remember, we added, it was 5 questions, right? So now let's see. The very last question we added, I think, was what is an adjective? Yes, it was not attempted because it was added even before it was added after she had written the exam. You understand? So there was no way she could have attempted it. So it was counted alongside also, and it was not attempted by her. Okay, remember that. So the other questions, this one was not also attempted. She attempted this. She scored these ones wrong. Okay, and all of these were 0, 0, 0 added up for her. So these were all those questions. Remember all questions. Remember the questions. Yes, that is it. Thank God we typed the questions out so they could see that they will follow that same order over here. Okay, so now you can see the reason why our sister Angela David Dixon, fictitiously speaking, with this range number, scored this. In case a student comes around saying, oh, I didn't do well, this and that, you can print out this manuscript. You can print out this and show the student. You can show the student, look at this. Look at this. Look at the questions you failed. You choose B, you choose B. You did not attempt, you did not attempt. All right? And even over here, you can see that the time the student wrote this exam is well clear. It's clear. The time the student wrote this exam is clear. It's clear. It's not hidden. All right? So, and the score is not hidden. All right? So, and you'll be able to tell the student, look at the time you wrote the exam, look at the time it's submitted. The time the student submitted will show immediately, and the date and the time will show. Are you seeing that? So it's a nice curriculum. It's a nice package for your school to begin to move into the ICT dominance era. All right, the next thing now is to write the exam that we set up. Perhaps let me open up the student area. We have up to 17 students here, and in JSS 1, let's open JSS 1 so that we see the students that are about to write this exam. In JSS 1, I'm going to search all students. Let me open up search all students. So over here, we will see search all students. Okay, so these are all the students. Okay, now that this is it. These are all the students. Okay, these are all the students in your school. And let's say you want to search selectively. Let's say you want to search Susan. All you need to do here is to type in Susan. Susan. And we're talking about searching today, but just for you, in case you want to see a student that will write exam. Okay, now, without wasting much time here, quickly, I want us to check on the student we want to write this exam. And I'm going to quickly open. Remember that over here, how we came to this page, I did search, and I said, search all students. Okay, now there's another way you can search to get to the JSS1. Remember, it was JSS1, JSS1A they were talking about. If you want to see only students that are in JSS1A, search, do not search by all students, search students by classes. Click on this one, search students by classes. This is why you click. So I'll click it now. Okay, let me right click it. Right click and go to a new tab. Okay, we are here. Do not mind all the right click that I'm doing. You can actually click straight on the very links to take you to where you want to go. You mustn't do like click, but I'm doing like click so that we could actually leave the pages on in case we want to go to them later on in the very demo that we're doing right now. Okay, now you can see these are students in JSS1A. Look at that. These are students in JSS1A. Okay, so we're going to select one student here to write this exam. Before now, remember, opening here, we will see that the student that wrote this exam is Angela. This Angela can never write this exam again. This particular English again, she cannot write it again. She can write another subject in the same class, but not English again. But want to write English, so because you can see that because she's still appearing here. But I will show you something after now. When you delete Angela selectively, if you delete Angela from here, Angela will be able to write this exam again. I see that now. So there will not be any impersonation or malpractice. So once the student has written the exam, she has written. She cannot write that subject again unless she applies for receipt, and then an admin will come over here and delete her and give her the opportunity to write this exam again. Pure. This is fantastic. This is fantastic. You can attest to that. So over here, quickly on the on this place, let's select a student. Let's go to this class selection area. Yes, Johnson. Is it Johnson or Daniel? Okay, look at this guy. So I'm just click straight on this. This one automatically opens on another tab. So you click on here, it pushes over to another tab. Yes, and again, this is Johnson Daniel Kuzuka. Now we can see that Johnson is in JSS1A. He has 18 subjects, and Johnson is his first name, remember. Okay, and we can come over here and check up Johnson's subjects. So you can see Johnson is offering all the subjects in JSS1. Okay, and we can go further to check that in this elaborate area. You can see that all the subjects JS1, Johnson is offering them. So that means Johnson is qualified to write this exam, provided that Johnson had not written this English exam before. I seen that now. So Johnson is a qualified candidate. We are going to log in Johnson now on another browser to see how Johnson takes this exam. Okay, so let's move to another browser. Quickly, we're going to come over here. So this is a new browser. This is Johnson's reg number. Remember that, take note of that. So this is Johnson's reg number. Okay, and this is Johnson's password. All you need now is to click login with the student's credential. Okay, the page loads, and that's our fine brother, Daniel Johnson Kuza. Okay, and this is his post as you registered him. Okay, now quickly we're going to go to our CBT area. You can see that even for students, they can access the CBT extra mode, if that is it, with the code. Remember, even the CBT extra mode has a code. CBT school mode has a code. So I'm going to open this on a new browser, on a new page, on a new tab, so that we see how it works. Awesome. So now I'm going to go to my class, select my class range. Okay, and then select all that applies to me, JSS1A. All right, JSS, okay, English is what we are writing now. You can select, can see the list of subjects there. You can select anyone that applies to you. And of course, select the time of the subject you want to take. This is students selecting their subject categories. All right, you can see that. So I am the one that set this exam. That's why I'm appearing here. This is the student that will write this exam. You can see the examiner or teacher, and of course the CBT candidate. All right. So the next thing is, you can see the percentage is still there. The English, okay, it will show there. The total questions is still the way we set it, and the test duration is still the way we set it, 40 minutes, and the play mode is still serial mode, the way we set it. All right. This is where we'll now put our code, our access code. Remember, our access code. I think I should show you that access code again right away. Yes, that is it. On the setup page, remember our access code is JSS1. Look at that. I see now access code JSS1. So I copy it. All right, that's JSS1. I come back to where we are and put the access code here. JSS1. Okay, it's not case sensitive. So you have the exam instruction over here. Students can go through this before clicking enter to start the exam. Okay, and whatever is here is something you can also edit. For instance, this very examiner's briefing is exactly over the other side. On the admin side, you can see the examiner's briefing. You are required to comply. Look at that. You are required to comply. I see that now. So whatever you set this exam with this instruction with will appear over here for the students writing this particular exam, okay, this particular subject. So you can set a briefing or instruction for each subject for any class you want to set that for, and it will appear for that very subject, because this very subject has been selected for this. Remember, if it's extra mode, which is general, you don't have to select class, okay, but I'm using this as an all-encompassing demo for you to know how these things run. If you are going to another class, choose from here, go to another class range. Okay, so but now we're focusing on JSS. So now I think we are ready to start this exam, because once you click on this start, you will definitely start. No going back. All right, so students, are you ready to put in this very code and start? If they say yes, begin your exam. Once you click start, you've started. So let's go ahead and click start. Bingo, our exam have started. Now take note of all of that. Remember that all our question has got 2 marks. Okay, look at our timer. Our timer is reading down from 40 minutes down. I see that now. It's reading down. The picture of the student will show. All right, and then he's online, of course, because he logged in to write his exam, of course. And then look at that, English JSS1 first time. Okay, and we have question number 1 to 5. Take note of that. Okay, let me do this. Okay, you can see the English that we are writing, and then look at the questions. Remember, we have questions like this that has answers. All right, okay, so this is question number 1, and remember that all the answers to this question is A. Remember, as we set them. Okay, you can see when it's red, you have not answered them. So let's begin to answer. Let's answer rightly. Okay, for the now, we'll answer the first 3 right. We have 5 questions. We answer the first 3 right and the first 2 wrong. Okay, so next. Okay, remember the second question has a picture, and that's a picture showing us here. Okay, so now you can see I answered the first question. It's showing green. The green does not mean you answered it correctly. It's just showing you that you selected an answer before you click next. Okay, and so the next one now, I am going to, okay, let me still answer correctly. Let's just do this once correctly. And I click next again. Bingo. So now we have the next one, and the next thing here, let me not select any answer so that I'll be able to go back again. I will not select any answer, so I'll click next. Okay, so come down here, you will see that the yellow is telling us that question number 3 has not been selected. Are you saying that? Now in the advanced mode or the random mode, you cannot click on this, but I can click on this now to go back to question number 3. I can also click on the previous. Remember, we were clicking forward. Next. I can click on previous to go back to question number 3. Or let's say we did not know it, so let's continue moving. So on this one now, we're going to select B as our answer, meaning that we're going to fill this exam, this very question. Okay, now remember the last one we submitted, we clicked on B and it still showed us green, so that does not mean you got it after. Actually, it means simply that you have selected an answer for that question and you answered it. Okay, we click, let's say we still click wrong here, so that we'll be sure that, okay, let's select D this time. All the answers are supposed to be A. Now you are done. You are done. So if you click next again, you'll start with question number 1, and it took you back again to question number 1. All right. If it's advanced random, it will shut you out once you are done because it will not give you a chance to go back again. That's advanced random. Okay, now we have one question not answered. What you can do to get to this question, you can click straight on this very button here to take you to question number 3. I click there. Okay, so that's question number 3. You can see that. Okay, and we have not answered it, so we want to answer it correctly over here. Answer it correctly, and then when you click backward or forward, you are answering the question. When you click backward or forward, you answer the question. Bingo. So if you go down now, if you scroll down, you see all the questions has been answered. All right, so you can actually go through all of this again, all right, by using your backward and forward to check that all your answers have been answered correctly. Let's go forward this one step. Yes, so question number 3 still answered forward. So now if you stayed in this exam and your time is over, you stayed in this exam and your time is over, the exam will shut you out and your answers will be submitted. But you can see right now that we still have a lot of time here. So I'm going to submit my exam. So if you also submit your exam will terminate as well, and you'll not be able to write this exam as well again. So let's click on end now. So when you click on that, you'll see. So now take note of what happened. We have 5 questions with 2 marks, remember? So 5 questions with 2 marks means that the total aggregate for that question is 10. Take note. We answered 3 correct, and we answered 2 wrongly. Of course, so 3 correct means 3 times 2, 6. It's a simple thing. I hope you understand this. So the students, immediately after they write the exam, they finish the exam, they will see their score. Now, if they go further to demand for the transcript, what do? Now, you go over to your admin area, check up to this place. Now, remember we were here before. So to get here, remember you have to just click on this guy and performance analysis over here. Performance analysis over here. Are you seeing that? Okay, so school model performance analysis will bring you here. Go to the very class and the very subjects, and let's not reload this page so that we will see that someone like Johnson has also written this exam with someone like Angela over here that is already here. So reload. You can click reload here, or you can use the conventional reload up here. So click reload. Bingo, we have clicked reload. So let's see. Wow, are you seeing that now? So on our list, we have Angela, we have Daniel, Kuza, Johnson. You can see, so these 2 guys have written this exam right now. And remember that this lady scored 0 and this guy scored 6. Are you seeing that now? So now let's view the analysis of this test over here to see how actually Johnson did all of these performances. Let's analyze his performance. Okay, so you can see that 6/10 for what? English SS1 first term, and this is Johnson, Kuza, as we know, and this is the range number of Johnson. So let's come down here and see what happened. You can see, remember we said that the first 3 questions we're going to answer it correctly, which is AAA. Next ones we answered B and D, okay, which was wrong, and there was no mark for that. Okay, so teachers that have these subjects can log in and have access to this, especially over here. They can have access to all of this, and this is printable. Okay, so you print this, teachers can have access to this and record the scores for every student that wrote the CBT and apply it to the result checking area or the result recording assessment areas. Are you seeing that now? Very nice, very nice. So now, remember what I told you. Like this Kuza will not be able to write this exam again. Let's see whether that's true. So over here, let me say that Kuza has scored 6 and Kuza wants to perform some malpractice by going over here to click backward. Let me click backward. So I'll click backward right now. Oh, yeah. You see that? You see that? You see that? So before, so instead of Kuza, that's Johnson, to enter back into the exam, he brought Kuza back to the beginning because it has seen that Kuza has written this exam again. Okay, but Kuza said, "Wow, I still have the entrance code, so I'm going to click JSS1, which was the code, and I click submit. Let me start this exam again." Okay, so you see what happened? Access denied. You do not have permission to take this exam. Exam ended. For who? Johnson. Look at that. So Johnson is trying to start this exam again after having written it. It will not be possible again for a student that has written a subject exam to write that subject again, except over here. Let's say you have applied to the school and the management has written to the teacher or to the admin, "Please allow Kuza to write his exam." The only way Kuza can write his exam again is by you deleting Kuza's information, Kuza's exam record. Are you seeing that? So can we do that? Let's delete Kuza's exam record. We click on that. So it brings you to this place. What does that mean? It means that you will not have to just delete that immediately, because it may be that you mistakenly clicked on another person's exam record. So if you come up here, you will still see Kuza's picture, Kuza's name, Kuza's reg number, and it is still asking you, want to delete this CBT result record? This means complete removal. You cannot undo this. This is the second warning. The first warning was on the first page. This is the second warning on the second page. You can click on here, delete, and then you get your final warning. You say yes, this will be deleting the exam record. So you click on this, and that is it. It says the student CBT exam record for the section for the selected subject has been deleted and refreshed. If the student hereby now has permission to resit or rewrite this subject. Are you seeing that? Let me open up this. You see that? Refresh. The student has hereby now permission to resit or rewrite this subject. Why? Because you deleted the student's CBT record for that very subject. So I say okay. Show you that Kuza, that's Johnson, has been deleted. Now you can see only Angela remains here. Kuza, that's Johnson, the other guy, has been deleted. Now what does that mean? It means that now over here I can even refresh my page and start this exam, or go back again and enter my credential. Let's start from refreshing. Okay, so that's it. So Kuza has started again to write this exam, and let's just quickly write this exam. Give Kuza all the answer correctly. Choose A. A is the correct answer for all of them. Choose another A. Choose another A. Choose another A. So after that, it takes you back to question number 1, or you can begin to use your previous to go, or if you have not answered or you want to still check, you can still go around again. So we are done. So let's submit our question, our exam questions. Click end test now. Wow, fantabulous. So now Johnson Daniel Kuza has scored 10 over 10 because we supplied AAA all through, which is the correct answer for all the subjects, for all the questions. All right, so over here again, let's go over to the admin side and reload our page to see what happens. Fantastic. So we're here. Okay, you can see that. So he has scored 10. Lovely. So we can just let's view the analysis quickly. And that's beautiful. This is Daniel Kuza Johnson with the range number and of course 10 over 10. This is the admin or the teacher seeing exactly, wow, Kuza, you did well, that's my student. And then if you want to delete all the questions, just click on this checkbox and then delete. If you want to delete singly, you have to click on this. Enter the ID of the question you want to delete. Let's say down here, update. Now that this is 5, if this is what you want to delete, use that ID number, come up here, click on 5. You see that 5 registered there? So, and then you click delete. So, when you have done that, this very 5 will leave this place. And then click one of the updates, still go back to your publisher area, so this area, and then click on publish again. Okay, because you have made a change, you have to publish again. That's the way it works. Okay, any change you make, update and do what? Publish. Thank you so much, and see you in the next episode. God bless.